Hey everybody, Max Monty 1516 here, back again with another Thomas Wooden Railway 2022 review. Now today, I have the final single release item, and, well, at least for a long time that is. After this review, I will have reviewed every single box just like this. So that's kind of interesting, I guess. I've done all of these now. And, here's Kenji. So, Kenji, I'm sure a lot of people don't know much about him because I know of a lot of people who just skipped season 24 entirely. And I don't blame you, to be honest, it's not very good. But Kenji was one of the last characters ever introduced in the original Thomas and Friends series. And he got really popular all of a sudden, mainly because he's a Japanese engine. And Japanese engines, like Hero, for example, are super popular. So, yeah, Kenji was one of the first to be made in this new range. So, yeah, anyway, here's Kenji. Again, a good look at the box there. You know, this is the last time you'll be seeing this box for a while, so, you know, I'll show it off again. And, yeah, I mean, I don't have too much to say about it, but anyway, that's Kenji. He's also very long here, I wanted to point out. Like, he barely fits in this box, as you can see there. But, yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and take a closer look. Alright, so here Kenji is, and honestly, I am a big fan. Now, personally, I've always been a fan of Kenji's design. I like him a lot. He's an alright character. You know, there's not too much to him, but I've never disliked him, so. Anyway, here is a good look at Kenji, starting off at the front there. There's his face. The face is alright. It's kind of a more neutral expression. I think the pupils are just really big, and it's a little bit off-putting. I don't really like that too much. And also just the print quality in general on the face of my model isn't great. I don't know how well that comes across on camera. So, yeah, anyway. Also, one cool thing is like this like flash of light here at the front, like making them look like he's going super fast. So yeah, there's like this flash of light here on his front windows. He's got the headlights that are printed on either side. And again, yeah, so this front piece is plastic here. Most likely because this shape would have been harder to carve in wood. So I understand why this is plastic. Unfortunately, that makes it just a little bit off tone, I guess. Like, the colors don't entirely match up here, and that's just a little bit of a problem I have. Nothing major or anything, but, you know, I mean, we've seen this on models for years now, but just a little off-putting, especially, like, on the top there, you can definitely tell. Now, moving on to the side, as you can see, Kenji is a bogie engine. He's got these smaller wheels here. These are the same types of wheels they used on the front bogies for like Hero and Rebecca and Nia, I believe. So yeah, there's that. They're gray. And yeah, they're the smaller ones. I actually like that a lot. Makes Kenji look a bit more like a bullet train. And speaking of, yes, Kenji is a bullet train. I believe he's based off of the Shinkansen. I don't know. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, basically one of the fastest bullet trains in the world. And Kenji, again, I like his design a lot. So yeah. And of course, he's got I like this like wavy reflection here on the side of the windows and everything. He's got the doors, he's got little panels and such just all across the body there. Looks very nice, and also vents up here. And this plastic bit here, this, I don't know what it's called, but this is what is meant to transmit electricity. Because, you know, he runs under the electric cables on the track and such. So I don't know what it's called, but I'm glad it's included. And it's not printed on, it's actually like a physical piece as well. So then, another look at the side here. Unfortunately, Kenji is mostly plastic. The only, like, actual wood part is the body here itself, just this, like, lighter gray thing. Because this skirt area down here that's, like, the purplish dark blue, you know, this is all plastic as well, which makes sense, but, yeah. And it's, like, there's, like, this little notch here for the magnet to fit it, like he's going up a hill or something, so that's good. I think that works in its favor. And, yeah, so again, that's all I gotta say for Kenji, pretty much. He looks really nice. Again, there's a view of the other side. And unfortunately, nothing on the back. We'll get to that later, though. And, yeah, that is Kenji. So, honestly, I think Kenji is a really good-looking model. He's very accurate. Now, also included in the box is Kenji's signature coach. And, you know what? I like this. I don't think 4 wheels was the best choice for this. Personally, I would have given it 6. Now, of course, Kenji's coach does have 8 wheels, and it's meant to be as long as him in the show. But I understand why they didn't make this bogies, because, you know, it would have been too big to fit in the bigger box back there. So yeah, personally, I just would have given it another axle in the middle there to at least like give it more wheels, but this works. I don't think it's necessarily an issue. So Kenji, again, like, he's got the panels on the side here again, basically the same detailing from the side of the body there. The vents up here continue, as well as this little electricity piece. I wish I knew what it was called, but yeah, it's there, so that's something. And also this plastic bluish purple piece continues, so I like that little bit of consistency there. And the wheels are also the same size, shape, and color. So again, nothing on the front or back, unfortunately, but there is some really good printing on the side here. Like, surprisingly, Kenji looks really good. Like, I think the print quality is definitely some of the best on the sides. It's just kind of a shame about the face, though. I think you can kind of see it there. Kenji's face printing isn't necessarily the best. But yeah, overall, I think the coach is pretty nice. It's good to get more coaches in the wooden railway line. And again, yeah, interestingly, it's called Kenji's car on the bottom. Don't really know why, but yeah, anyway, it's there. That's that. And yeah, that is a good look at Kenji. So now, if you know anything about Kenji's history in the wooden railway, especially when he was released, there's only one comparison to make this time around, so let's do that. Now, I'm going to bring in a model that really slipped under the radar, and I'm sure a lot of people watching this don't even know it exists. But this is the Wood Kenji. So, Kenji was the final item to ever be released in the Thomas & Friends Wood range in summer 2021. And he had a really limited release. Wood had basically lost a lot of funding at the end of its run and everything. And so Kenji only was like actually released in Japan. So I bought this and imported it from Japan. I did a review when this Kenji was new last summer, if you want to check that out. But I'm going to take another look at him here. So let's go ahead and compare these. I think a bigger thing with the Wood Kenji is the face. I like the face more. I think it looks a lot more natural and such. So yeah, that is just something to note there. They both have pretty much the same detailing. They're very similar, honestly. Of course, the only thing different is the size. We all know Wood is just like a lot smaller in general, so Kenji was shortened down to be the length of like a tank engine. So as you can see there, it's a pretty big difference in size. Kenji's also got black wheels here. I mean, I think they both look fine. I don't really have a preference, the black or the gray wheels. And, they both do their job. And again, there's a look at the front, and then a look at the sides like that. So yeah, Kenji's actually got like some extra rivets here on this front plastic piece, and this plastic piece at the front here as well, just like the one on the new model. So, they're both plastic here, and then they both got the wood body. So they're built pretty similarly, honestly. So yeah, again, just a look like that. Now, there's one thing that the Wood Kenji, or another thing, I should say, that the Wood Kenji has over the new model, and that is back printing. So yeah, this comes as a shock to me, because Mattel seems like allergic to print just on the front or back of items, like this, for example. And Kenji actually has like a bunch of stuff here. It's super detailed, and I like that a lot. But yeah, the biggest problem with the Wood Kenji is, of course, its length, and that really brings the model down in a lot of areas. Although I do not dislike this model. I think it's pretty close to wooden railway quality. And also another interesting thing I'll note is that Kenji was also like the only engine to like have this stamp here made in Indonesia. So that's just something I thought I'd note. Interesting how he was the last item, and they just moved his production to a different country there. Yeah, very interesting. So, of course, I'll also take a look at the coaches. It's no comparison. I mean, this is tiny. This is smaller than a tender. But, yeah, anyway, looking at the two, again, the details are super similar. I mean, these are only 1 year apart. So, again, there's not too much, like, difference. I mean, it's still got the vents, it's still got the windows and such. Everything looks the same, except this one just happens to be more condensed. So, yeah, also, they do both have this electrical piece up here. Actually, I just noticed it's the same exact tooling. They just reused that from the wood model. I did not know that, but yeah, they look exactly the same. And again, there's like a view just like that, as you can see. And also, the tender not only has back printing, but it has front printing as well. I mean, they're reused from the actual just Wood Kenji's back here. But hey, at least there's something, I mean, this is like super nice. Very high quality printing on the wood model as well. So yeah, that is a little comparison of Kenji's coaches. They're both called Kenji's car. I don't know why Mattel keeps doing that, but yeah, they're both called Kenji's car on the new and old models like that. So yeah, that's all I got to say for Kenji. This review was shorter, mainly because Kenji is a model I didn't have too much to say about. Again, I think he's very nice, and I definitely recommend picking him up. He looks a lot more different on a layout if you want to add like something like a modern touch. Kenji's definitely the engine for that. So yeah, I gotta say, big fan of Kenji. I like him as a character. I especially like the model, and I'm glad they chose him to make in this new Wooden Railway range. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about Kenji. Thank you all for watching, and have a great day. Max Monty 1516 signing out.